Hello, all my beasties. Welcome to the Lair. I've missed you. Today, we're going to talk about lube. Gun oils, cleaners, and lubricants are an essential part of your firearm cleaning and maintenance. If you don't take the time and the care with your weapon, it won't be reliable. These oils and cleaners are used to lubricate high friction surfaces, protect your firearm from rust and corrosion, and to make sure that it removes all carbon fouling from use. This is very important. An unlubricated gun will quickly give you reliability issues, stop functioning correctly, and can sometimes irreparably damage your weapon. You also want to keep firearms safe from rust and corrosion. At the end of the day, it is an investment, and it is something you are relying upon to protect your family and your property, so you don't want to take chances. There are several types of oils to be aware of. There are standard gun oils that just lubricate and protect. This would be the classic standard hops number 9 oil and synthetic. They don't make a lot of claims and don't serve a lot of use with actually removing carbon fouling, but they keep things lubricated and protected. They will help keeping the carbon fouling from sticking to the inside of the bore, which is a good thing. I would think of these more as just lube and protectant than gun cleaner, even though they do help prevent the carbon fouling buildup. Generally, with these oils, you're going to apply them to the inside of the bore and to friction surfaces like your slide rails on a handgun and your bolt lug on a rifle. They're great for protecting guns from dirt, grime, and anything Mother Nature throws at them. The next most common thing you're going to see are the 3-in-1 CLPs. That means cleaner, lubricant, protectant. They're do-it-alls, kind of like those 3-in-1 shampoos. You can use it in place of a dedicated oil and floor cleaner. They're convenient and they can be a great value because price can build up quickly. Whether you go with dedicated oil or the CLP, they work basically the same way. You can't just use any kind of machine oil on your firearm, though. You need a firearm specific. They generally have thickeners to help the oil resist gumming up or becoming tacky when the firearm's hot, or to keep the oil from flowing too freely and ending up where you don't want it. There are also specialty oils for long-term storage. These can be very thick. They are geared towards rust protection more than lubrication, and many times should be cleaned off before use. These are the ones you would put on antiques or expensive showpieces that you're not going to be shooting anytime soon. If you're looking for a cheap option that's been around forever and will last, it's harder to find and do better than the Balisol multi-purpose aerosol. It's an amazing cleaner, lube, and protectant. It was originally developed for the German army. It's fairly safe and toxin-free. It can be used as bore cleaner, lube, and protectant. As a protectant, it will work on wood, leather, and all kinds of metal. Pros: easy to use, lasts forever, very affordable. Its biggest con: it's not as great of a lube as a lot of the other ones, but for the casual shooter, it does just fine. This is the classic, a Hops number 9 synthetic blend. I think everybody has seen this, and everybody has used it at some point. It has been tested in really extreme conditions, environments. You can use it on fishing rods and reels, reduces your wear and tear brought about with friction, leaves a protective barrier. It is made in the US. It's great. It's basic. It's classic for a reason. Before I go any farther, I want to make sure I disclaim this. I have purchased all of these products with my own money. None of these companies know anything about this video or this channel. I have not been sent anything by any of these companies. I really try to keep my integrity with reviewing things very high. I will never talk about something I have not used and tested over and over. But I'm very passionate about this particular product, and it deserves a spotlight. This is the B Breakthrough Technologies all-in-one cleaner and CLP. It is a family-owned and operated brand out of Doral, Florida. They have things for cleaning guns, knives, bows, fishing reels. They have entire cleaning kits. This is the CLP do-it-all cleaning, lubricating, and protecting firearms cleaner. They also make a fabulous copper remover for removing copper fouling, a Carbon Pro Heavy carbon remover. If you have a carbon buildup that has really fouled the firearm's bore safety and you can't get it clean, nobody's ever cleaned it. They have anti-fog wipes. It is an amazing family-run company. I have purchased this product over and over, and I keep the tiny little all-in-one bottle in my range bag at all times. I cannot recommend this company enough. I have never had an issue with them, and they make a phenomenal product, and more people need to hear about them. This is the Slip 2000 Extreme Weapon Lube. It protects and cleans. The company claims it cleans and lasts 5 times longer than others. I've never done a control test, so I would have to go with their claim. It's environmentally safe, which is its big selling point. It is designed to be environmentally friendly, and using it anywhere in the world, they claim it will not harm the environment. So if that's important to you, this is a good one to check out. I've used it. It was pretty average and did what it said, but its environmentally friendly claims were not what was important to me personally. There's other things I look for in my cleaners and lubes, but it does the job. This is the Wilson Combat 5772 Ultima Lube 2 oil. It is a mixture of synthetic and petroleum-based. They work together to give you optimal performance. It is much thicker than most others, and the oil stays intact. Thin oils come off pretty easily after several rounds of firing. This one, you're going to pay more for it, but it's not going to rub off. It doesn't wash off. It's water resistant. It's great for fishing, hunting, weather. It's great if you're going to be hunting or fishing or out in inclement weather. It does eliminate any sticky or gritty action. It gives you a nice smooth operation. It has a great friction reduction. You will notice immediately a change in how your weapon functions. It is a thick consistency though, so be aware. It is more expensive, but you do get what you pay for. I tend to use this with my Les Baer, my Wilson, and my more expensive firearms. The other nice thing is it stays on, doesn't get tacky. So if you're going to be storing an expensive firearm, a collector's piece, this is a great one to use for longer storage. This is the Cajun Patriot Gun Oil. It's a little bit less known, but it's one that I've used quite a few times. The yellow backing is my gun cleaning mat. This is a synthetic blend, and it's got additives to help with lubrication and protection. It's really long lasting. Never had an issue with it hardening. It doesn't gum up. It doesn't matter extreme heat and cold. It helps your gun's performance, reduces wear and tear. But where I find that it really shines the most is for really long-term storage. Again, not as well known, but it's one that I've repurchased several times. This is another one that I keep in my kit at all times. It's the Metcor 57 gun bore cleaner. It will clean your gun to a mirror finish. Doesn't smell god awful, doesn't give you a residue buildup. It lubricates, it protects. But what I really like is it dries almost instantly, sealing your bore's metal surface, and it has a fingerprint neutralizing property for keeping oily fingerprints off the surface. This isn't as big of a deal to most people, but for some of my display pieces or some of my competition pieces that I really care about what they look like, this is my go-to. This is not a lubricant. This is solely for cleaning. So, my beasties, this has been a lot of information in a fairly short period of time. What I'm going to do is end it here for today. We're going to pick up with a second episode. I'm going to show you the last few of my go-tos. I'm going to also show you some of them in action with me cleaning weapons and showing you the viscosity live on camera. If you have any questions about anything I've featured today, do me a favor, leave them down in the comments below. If there's something you want me to add to part 2, let me know. If you have any other questions or need help finding one of the products, again, leave it in the comments. You know I am here for everybody. Like I always say, the Lair is a welcoming place. We all start somewhere. We are here to answer questions and be kind to our fellow gun enthusiasts. I can't wait to see you all in the next episode of this. I love you all, my beasties. Have a great evening.